Prince Harry, once the golden child of the monarchy, is now officially out of the line of succession, stripped of everything by none other than King Charles himself. But why? And what does this mean for the future of the crown? In a stunning, never-before-seen move, King Charles has made a decision that has the entire world in shock. With a single royal decree, Harry's future within the monarchy has been severed, citing irreparable damage to the crown. This unprecedented act has sparked international outrage, igniting a media firestorm and deepening the rift within the royal family. But the implications of this shocking decision go far beyond one man's fall from grace. How will this affect the monarchy's stability? What will Prince Harry do next? Stay tuned as we uncover the truth behind the king's dramatic move and its explosive consequences. Before we continue, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell for updates. It was a quiet morning at Clarence House. The fog lingered over the gates of Buckingham Palace like a shroud hiding something too painful to face. Then, without warning, the world's headlines exploded. In a move that stunned the globe and shattered centuries of royal precedent, King Charles III officially issued a royal decree removing his own son, Prince Harry, from the line of succession. It was not just symbolic. It was final. There would be no appeals, no mediating voices, no room left for redemption. The crown had spoken. And Prince Harry? He was nowhere to be seen. As word spread across the United Kingdom and raced across oceans to America, Australia, and beyond, commentators, historians, and millions of ordinary citizens found themselves gripped by the same burning question. Why now? This was not a headline manufactured by tabloids. It was real. Verified. The Royal Communications Office confirmed it with a chillingly short release. By His Majesty's express order, and in accordance with sovereign prerogative and royal council, Prince Henry Charles Albert David is hereby removed from the official line of succession. The ripple effects were instant and relentless. Within minutes, global news networks switched into live coverage. Palace aides scrambled behind gilded doors to manage the fallout. Reporters began crowding outside royal residences with questions no one was prepared to answer. And for the first time in modern memory, even royal supporters began to question if the crown itself had fractured beyond repair. This was more than just a family dispute. This was the monarchy making a declaration of war, not on a foreign enemy, but on its own blood. Prince Harry had long been a divisive figure. The so-called spare had become a symbol of resistance, a royal who walked away from duty, tradition, and protocol. Ever since his explosive 2021 interview with Oprah Winfrey, he had positioned himself as a truth-teller, exposing what he claimed to be the inner darkness of royal life. His memoir, Spare, only poured salt into wounds that never healed. He spoke of childhood trauma, emotional neglect, racism, and betrayal from his own family. Some applauded his candor. Others accused him of torching the very institution that raised him. But whatever one thought of Harry's journey, no one could have predicted this outcome. Removing a prince from the succession isn't just rare, it's virtually unheard of in modern Britain. It strikes at the heart of the crown's own legitimacy. Monarchies are supposed to be governed by lineage and blood, not personal vendettas. And yet, here we are. To understand the gravity of this moment, one must first understand what it means to be in the line of succession. It is not merely a title. It is a constitutional position, woven into the very structure of the British state. It governs who has the right, the divine and political right, to rule. To be removed is to be declared unworthy by one's own bloodline. And in Harry's case, the declaration came not from Parliament or from public demand, but from his own father. There had been whispers for weeks, if not months. Royal insiders spoke of mounting frustration within the palace. Harry and Meghan's frequent media appearances, their Netflix projects, their Archewell Foundation's political overtones, all had pushed the firm to its limit. But while tensions were undeniable, few believed Charles would ever take such a drastic measure. After all, this was a father, a monarch, a symbol of national unity. Surely, he would seek reconciliation before eradication. But then again, perhaps it was precisely because of Charles's role as sovereign that this decision had to be made. The king had long struggled to unify his reign under the shadow of his late mother, Queen Elizabeth II. Her reign had been marked by stability and stoicism. Charles's, by contrast, had been hounded by controversy and decline in public trust. With the monarchy's relevance increasingly questioned, and Commonwealth nations calling for Republican referendums, some argue the king acted decisively to preserve the institution, even at the cost of his own son. There were also internal politics to consider.